including this one. Okay. Citizenship, United States of America, marital status, single. Okay, that's going to go under personal information. I added some V-space just to give it a little, to make it look better. Then we end flush left and mini page. Now, we're going to add a picture, a portrait of ourselves on the right side. We're going to use a mini page for that as well. But to get it to line up on the right and be on the same line as this mini page, so it's this mini page and this mini page right here, we have to put an H fill in between. So if you look, here's the end of this mini page and the H fill and then the beginning of the next mini page. It's very important that you don't put any spaces in here and line this up perfectly in your code as well. So begin mini page, same width, this time flush right. Then we're going to add a graphics. This is how you add graphics. You use the include graphics command. You put in the parameters the width. There's other options too. If you check out the package, I'll show you what that is in a minute. And then the name of the file, with or without the extension. I'm not even going to put the extension. And then what I do for extra control is I put all this inside of two curly braces, as you can see here. So all this gets put inside of two curly braces, and I put a raise box command right here with the amount that you want to raise it. So if I want to lift it up 2 centimeters, or I can subtract it 2 centimeters, for example. I'm going to leave it at 0, but that gives us an opportunity to adjust the picture vertically, which you'll see we might need to do that. And then after the mini page, I put some V space and an H rule so we have a line. So let's typeset this. Actually, we can't typeset this. We have to add another package, use package. This is going to add our graphics. And we have to do everything explicitly. We have to tell it where to get the picture and what type of extension it's going to be. So to do this, we use the command \, and I'm just going to copy this from my code because it'll be easier. We use \, graphics path. Use 2 curly braces, then put the period, which means look in the folder where this CV text file is located. That's the name of this file here. And then go find this folder, CV_test_images /. And you can actually get rid of this and just put the picture right there, but I like to show you, I want to show you how to adjust the path. So in here I have a file called portrait.jpg, so we have to declare JPG, which I did .jpg under declare graphics extensions. The D, the G, and the E must be capitalized. And the other extensions I just added, so if I need to change the picture to a different format, I don't have to come up here again. This is done. Okay, so now I can typeset this. Good, we have a CV in 11 minutes. Awesome. Okay, the other thing that we want to do is notice that this is, see the little hand, I can click the email address, and notice the telephone number is in a typewriter font, which you may or may not like. I like it, so that's what I do. And our portraits here, and we can use that raise box to adjust its height. Now we want to add a table under references. The table is kind of tricky, but I made one already. I'm just going to copy it in here. Under references, we'll paste that in there. Okay, this gets a little confusing, so I'm going to add some spaces here so you can see what we're doing. Okay, begin table. I got rid of all the defaults, like when you go macros, table, and click on this table. I just did that, and I deleted the caption and the center and the label. So that's all I did there. And then I added a couple things. I added resize box, and first command, this command demands how wide. I can make it 3 centimeters if I wanted to, but I want it to be the width from margin to margin. And then put this exclamation in there, and then open brackets or curly brace and close after tabular. That basically takes this tabular environment and it, or I should say right here, and it forces it into to go as far as from margin to margin, which is important so that way it looks good. So we have pipe C. We have basically the C means center, and you need as many C's as you have fields. So we have 1, then we have an and sign for a separator, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields. And then we have these 2 backslashes, which mean skip a line. It's a character turn, or make a new row. In other words. So we have above that, we also have H line, which puts a line above, and H line, which puts a line below the table. And the other thing that I added, this is the reason we need that X color package, row color. Parameter gray, that's the color, and then this is the percentage of the color that we want to be used. You can just change this number around to get it to look right. Here's the package just to do that again. So this X color package adds that. Let's typeset this and make sure that it looks the way we want it to look. Okay, it's looking okay. The font might be too big here, but it definitely looks better if you add more fields to this. You might also adjust this using the table tabular X package, which allows you to control the column widths better, but I think it looks pretty good. Everything else looks good. I wanted to cover something else. If you wanted to add, notice that I have the years over here. How did I do that? This can be a pain in something like Microsoft Word, but on here it's really easy. Just right after the main, I had my university. Everything in there, I just put at the very end \h fill, which means horizontal fill, and then whatever I want to be on the right, aligned margin right. Put the year in that case. And if you wanted to, for example, you could just do something like this. You could make up a new command, and you can call it date right, and then put this in there, and you could do like December, and then if you want in your command, you can go up here and do let's just where did I put the commands? Here, make a new command, and we'll call it date right. And in there, you can just put in text, all caps, and let's see, I forgot to put this in there like that. And you're going to want to put right after there the parameters of U1. You have one variable that's going to be shoved in there. Hit typeset, and you'll see it'll make the December small caps. See? Why is that useful? If you just put everything in that date right environment, all your dates that you want on the right, then you can easily switch the format. Maybe you don't like all caps, or maybe you want it smaller, or maybe you have too much information from left to right, and this information runs into this word, and you want to make it really small and see if it'll fit. Then, because you made that command, you can easily change that formatting, and that's the advantage of LaTeX, I think, is that you can just code until your heart's content. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this is helpful for learning both formatting and how you can practically use that formatting to design a CV.